Every single one of you. Could be naked. Right? I wouldn't even know it. I would not know. And I know you were not expecting that in a TED Talk. But it happened. I also know that you're not naked right now. My name is Mac Potts, and I'm congenitally blind, or totally blind from birth. As some kids once said to me, they were trying to describe color in this cute video, I told them, I've never seen anything, ever. That's the whole point. Now, why is this important? Just take a moment to imagine. Imagine you've never seen anything, ever. Try. It's actually impossible, right? Because when you close your eyes, there's something there in the back of your mind. You know you've seen things in your mind before. No matter how hard you try, if you've had vision, you will always see something. So how many of you give facial expressions or receive them in a single day? The answer is probably infinite. You can't count, right? More than you can even count. Me, however, zip. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I also can't intentionally give or receive facial expressions, and my own face betrays me very easily. Poker face, poker face. Hardly anything I'm capable of. Moreover, being blind from birth, I have very limited knowledge of hand gestures. You know, like over there, that way. That's about all I got. And if you want to talk with your hands, whatever, I won't notice. Just please don't do it when you're wearing a rain jacket. It's really annoying. Like, I don't have a rain jacket on. Good idea. In all seriousness, though, I'm literally blind to all forms of social cues. Connecting with people on an emotional level has always been a challenge for me. When no one singles me out for a chat, I have no opportunity to speak. Sighted people, you guys can recognize facial expressions, make eye contact, and seek other forms of conversation. I have none of these abilities. So in an effort to converse with those around me, I jump on any form of opportunity to do so. Oftentimes I butt into other people's conversations, but we all do that, right? I think I do it more. I get awkward glances, but I won't notice. Other times I'll make small talk with servers in a restaurant, but while I'm trying to tell them how awesome the mushroom ravioli is, they're trying to carry dishes or get to another table, and I don't know it. Sometimes I'll dominate conversation with friends around me because no one else is talking. No one likes, as Streck would say, that awkward silence, So I'll just fill that with more conversation, but then it's more awkward. And, are you confused now? All right. More than half the time, though, people can accept my weird communication skills as just part of who I am. Sadly, though, there are those who get offended or embarrassed by my unusual style of conversation. And if I ever realize that it's an issue, if people are uncomfortable, I start to doubt myself as being someone people want to connect with. And then I feel like all I do is embarrass people around me. And then I get kind of down on myself and kind of retreat into my little rabbit hole of my mind, because that's my personality. But all of those social quirks vanish when Mac Potts, the musician, takes the stage. I'm still quirky, but I'm a lot less awkward. When I'm behind the piano, especially when there's a microphone in front of me, whether it's in front of a big group, huge audience, or just a small group of kids at a school, I'm completely in my element. And then there's that opportunity to connect with people, bring them joy, and then they have the invitation to talk to me, be it at my stage or somewhere else in the room after I'm finished. Conversations begin, friendships form, memories are made, I get Instagram followers. This life's all about Instagram and Facebook, right? But seriously though, I'm able to make positive social and emotional connections at these events. I realized this anomaly in my senior year of high school. I was mainstreamed from about 10 years old onward. And the general consensus was that I was rather awkward. I have no idea how I made friends. I did. But the general idea was that my needs and interests and points of conversation were a little out of place. Just a little different from the norm. I'd be talking about my latest music invention or musical gadget. People didn't care about that, sadly, except for the band nerds. I learned to find ways to relate rather than alienate myself so that I wouldn't get bullied anymore. Sadly, I still got bullied, but they got over it, I got over it, life went on. Especially when I picked up a guitar one day in the hallway. I think when I played the piano, they always thought I was showing off. I didn't really play music that people could relate to until Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles came out. Then it was all over. And then, remember A Love Song by Sarah Bareilles? But when I picked up the guitar, I think I looked normal because I was playing at the talent level of other people around me, which was to say, well, I'm not a very good guitar player, and neither were the people who were playing the guitars around me. So I think they felt more equals, and I think I felt more like they're equal rather than a show-off. Fast forward to graduation, I walked across the stage with a roar of applause from family and teachers and old and new friends. And I look back to that memory of playing I'm Yours by Jason Mraz and a friend of mine named Molly Campbell singing in perfect harmony the whole time, along with other people in the audience. Audience being the senior hallway. And I don't think if I'd done that, I don't think I would have made all those connections. I think I made more connections that day and those final few months of schooling than I did my entire time going to Kalama Middle High School. I connect in other ways. So, when my wife told me she was pregnant, I decided to name my album that I was creating 3. And it's all songs by Ed Sheeran. That's a long story. But it helps me connect with people, being able to tell that story. I was on American Idol, and unfortunately my episode was not aired. No one really knew who I was until I did my first performance in Hollywood Week. Suddenly, I was the talk of the room. Not to toot my own horn, there were other talented people, but it was just this sudden eye-opening experience for me and everyone else just playing the piano. So music bridges gaps, transcends barriers, does a lot more. Remember the movie Coco, where the dad, or the great grandpa sings Remember Me to his daughter, which is actually the grandma of the kid. Super cute. Music does amazing things like that and helps me make connections in ways that I just have no idea how it's possible, but it helps me connect on an emotional level. It bridges the social barrier and disconnect between myself and the world around me. People ask me all the time, what's your favorite song? I am so done with people asking me that question. What's your favorite song? I'm literally done. I'm just rage quit. Someone was like, you have a Spotify playlist. What's on it? The answer to the questions is, I don't know. I don't have a favorite song, and I'm really not into music. I know it sounds crazy, but when all I do is play music and tune pianos and I'm hearing music all the time, it's nice to read a book when I'm alone. Fill my head with knowledge and topics that I can then discuss with people and maybe open their eyes to things that they wouldn't know that I would understand. Music is a tool, and I believe I've been given the talent to express my emotions with people through music. Give them joy, lift them up. I play music for other people's enjoyment, and I listen to other people's jams. And I play and enjoy the music of people around me, except for, death metal. I can't. I tried, just no. I know there's something there. I know there's something there, and it probably helps people deal with some serious mental issues just to blow off some steam. But I can't do it. That's just me. No offense. You still have to be talented to play that kind of music. As I said, music is a power and versatile tool, and I'm able to convey feelings that I sometimes can't even connect with. So if you've ever heard that song, She's Out of My Life by Michael Jackson, not many of you have heard it, I'm sure, but a few of you out there have, and kudos to you who have heard that song. It's about a guy who has to come to terms with the fact that a girl he once loved is, out of his life. He didn't learn to properly love her until it was much too late. And having married the first girl I ever loved, I have no emotional connection with that song. However, when I perform it with others, I'm somehow able to channel the regrets and loss felt by the character in the song. And I could demonstrate that for you all. I could. But I think that would be a little too depressing after all the laughs that we've had. I've enjoyed giving you this little lecture, but I'm about to do something special. I'm going to play for you a song that I actually can connect with. So my wife and I became parents on September 15th. We welcomed a girl into the world. Her name is Aria. Very fitting. It's spelled A-R-I-A. It's a musical term. And I'm going to play a Stevie Wonder song. Stevie Wonder is also, ironically, blind. And I feel like he's kind of a brother I haven't met. From another mother, obviously, but... without further ado...
I'm done.
Thank you for listening to my story, and I would like to grace you with some music now.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Only a minute. I never thought that love would be making one as lovely as she, so very lovely.